Divine Diva has a branded identity. Sit back, relax, and discover yours. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey Divas, thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me for a little while.
Really appreciate your company.
So today I want to unpack some junk. I think as we move forward, we're going to be continually unpacking some junk. I'm going to bring some guests on and we're going to talk about some things and some conversations. Today I want to talk to you about the magnitude of weight. So I have been bombarded the last 2 weeks daily with conversations of magnitude, the weight, things that people are seeing that in their life that they feel like is so large that they don't know if they can handle the weight of it. What was interesting, I'm noticing that when I deal with it myself on a personal level, which was 3 weeks ago, then the follow-up behind that, or whatever it was that I had a takeaway with, I'm going to be discussing. Normally it's just a few days to a week, but this topic particularly has lasted 2 weeks thus far and still going. The conversations are still coming in, or the questions or the comments, or however they're presenting it to me in an email or a text message, it's still coming. So today I thought I'd better talk about the magnitude of weight. And what I've noticed is just, and this is nothing of a sound doctrine or anything that's been researched. It was really me going back and kind of evaluating the levels that I dealt with. And in the conversations that's been coming, you kind of start taking an analysis of the general. You take all the conversations and you kind of lump them into one. Yes, all of them had different factors, but you kind of lump them into one, and then you just start dissecting the conversations and what they all detailed. And so I noticed a pattern from myself into all the conversations that were going on, and they all started with doubt. Something that we were believing for, something that we are working on. Either, I'm not going to say either, I'm going to say whether that seed of doubt was planted in your head by somebody else, or it's something that you formulated yourself. Okay, that doubt came in where you're uncertain, and depending on the circumstances, you no longer trust that other person, or you don't even trust the thoughts or the processes that you've had toward the goal that you're trying to achieve, or that thing that you've been waiting on, desiring, whatever it is. It's just that all of a sudden that trust factor is just totally gone. Then after that, it's the discouragement, it's that loss of hope. And in order for you to get anything done, you've got to have hope. These are all different attacks that prevent you. What I'm learning, these things are distractions that prevent you from achieving. So these are things that you've got to, if you know that you've gotten to doubt, and then if you get to a place where you're discouraged, you need to stop right there and start evaluating. Don't let it go any further. The further along you get into this, the more dangerous it gets. It becomes just wasted time that you could actually utilize in pressing toward your goal, your destination, your destiny. And Divas, what I want you to know about time, that is not anything that we can replace. Once that minute, that second, that day, that week, that month, that year is gone, we can't go back and replace that time. And more than often, we end up trying to catch up. Well, if we try to combat this on the beginning, we won't exhaust ourselves trying to catch up. Stay in your flow, Divas. Stay in your flow. The next step is depression. I mean, you really just Put yourself in a cave. You notice I said put yourself in a cave? Because really, in reality, people can't push you to a cave. We put ourselves in caves. And in there we having this pity party. Oh, woe is me. You don't want nobody to see you. You don't, oh, it's just that hole. Now you've let the doubt and the discouragement. I can't do this. Why do I do this? This is where you start to insult yourself. I'm so stupid. Oh, I never should have done that. If you stay in that cave long enough, you're going to get to a place of despair. Despair is just more discouragement. It's discouragement on a whole nother level. So now what you've done is you've added another layer on top of depression. You've become a sandwich. You put yourself in a sandwich. Most of us, we can find our way up out of the cave at this point. But we're angry. We're bitter. This is where a lot of the divas are becoming defiant. This is where you lose respect for yourself and others, for what's right. This is a place where you made up your mind. I've tried it everybody else's way. Now I'm going to do it my way. You're hurt, and hurt people tend to try to hurt other people. I don't care if it's your spouse, your kids, relationships at work, people in the community that you don't know. You become harsh. Subconsciously, you're not even aware that you're saying things to hurt other people because you're hurting. And just like any other foul thing, who wants to be alone in a world of hurt? This is a dangerous area, divas. I hope and pray that none of you ever get to this point. I've been here. I've been here several times in my life. It is a hard place to bounce back from. Hopefully you can catch yourself way before you get here. I would say the whole goal would be don't go into the cave in the first place. When you find your place at a spot where you seeing doubt, stop right there. Ask yourself, why are you doubting? If it was a seed planted, ask yourself, why did that seed get planted and who planted it? Don't let it take root. The magnitude of this weight is what we call life. Divas, you have a choice on how to live it. When you see this weight coming your way, it's time to get in your fight stance. Fight it before it hits you. Yeah, a lot of times it takes us by surprise. But learn to recognize what's going on. Listen, divas. The enemies of our life can only win if we give up. That's all I got for you today. And yes, I do notice that some of you have been looking for the podcast out on Facebook. I'm not trying to do it abruptly. It just kind of happened that way. I am redirecting where to find the podcast because I actually need to move the traffic into another location. I'm just going to be honest with you. I will still maintain a presence on Facebook and keep you updated on events and things that we're doing in the communities. Yes, I said communities with the S. We just don't put ourselves in a box just to do things in and around Northwest Arkansas. Our vision is a lot bigger than that. Divas, all day and all night, you're going to still be able to find us on Facebook, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Tumblr, Twitter, And always, www.divaradio.org. Until next time that I speak with you, or I see you, keep it diva. We acknowledge that we beat to the rhythm of a branded drum because we don't belong to ourselves. The D is because we were designed for such a time as this. The I is for our integrity and intelligence, but only as a minor strength. Our main strength is that we follow the wisdom of God. The V is for our vivaciousness. It flows through our veins like a subtle current in a torrent river. The A is because we are aimed to attain.